I'm a Delta Gamma legacy, and I was raised by more than my mom. A lot of her friends were Delta Gammas. And so I was pretty indoctrinated by the time I went off to school. And when I got to, before I went to college, I'd met Maureen Sweeney when our families were on vacation. And every summer, Maureen and I would go back and forth between our homes. And she had an older sister in the house. And when Maureen went through Rush, her sister, not only was Maureen's sister a Delta Gamma, but her mother was too. So when Maureen went through Rush, her sister informed me that if Maureen didn't pledge Delta Gamma, it was all my fault. And the pressure was intense. Well, I'm sure you remember the name. Maureen Searing went on to become our national president, so I brought her up here.
Thank you.
Good job.
Very good.
Oh, she's awesome.
She was actually at the NPC luncheon this year in Chicago and knocked everyone's socks off. Every single sorority is envious of our Maureen Sweeney series.
She's absolutely amazing. She spent the summer in Idaho, and they're back in Indiana. But she's quite a gal. And I do have a couple of pictures.
Well,
that, oh,
oh, yes.
Joe, what
And
are
that
your
one?
pictures of?
this is a picture of a bunch of us in we wore flannel pajamas, men's flannel pajamas. A lot of us dated Phi Delts, and they had dance where the guys got matching pajamas for their dates. Well, parents were horrified in the 50s that this was going on. So anyway, here's a bunch of us in our Phi Delt pajamas, and then a couple of other cute little pictures in front of the house, waiting for the Rushies one year to come rushing into the house. And then we all got our Delta Gamma mugs, and there we are, underage. Initiating our mugs.
Do you mind passing those around?
Oh, here are these two.
Green surely wasn't there for that.
Hmm?
Green surely wasn't there for that.
Oh, surely not.
Well, most of my pictures are packed away somewhere, but I kept these in my yearbook for some reason. And I went to the University of Montana in Missoula, and one of the big groups and well-known groups, and everybody wanted to be one, but they couldn't, were the Delta Gamma Can girls. And one of the big functions on our campus every year was the Foresters Ball, because we had forestry school on campus, and we were always asked to dance at the Forestry Ball. Plus, we danced at other campus functions and even extended to civic groups around Missoula, and so it was really a fun time. Corliss was a can dancer, and some of you know Mary Kamak, and she was a can dancer. So these are the only pictures I had were of us dancing, and these were taken, I think, at the Foresters Ball, which, like I say, was a huge event on our campus. So that's, as far as favorite memory, some of you bring up things that make me think, oh yes, that's mine too. Plus, I don't know, it was just so much fun and meaningful going through being a Delta Gamma. It just made college days, I always said there's nothing like college, because it was just so special, and all your friendships, all your rituals, everything, houseboys, everything. So those are some of my memories. I don't know if you want me to pass those around or not.
Yes, please. Okay, so we have Carolyn next.
For 2 years, and I pledged late one spring.
So there weren't too many of us in the class, and I got to know some of them a lot better. Over the period of time, of course, it was winter, and I had an old black Beetle. That's what I called it. It was an old black Ford 1940, with a big hump roof. I think I have his distinction of being the only person who got their car stuck going downhill in front of the DG house in April. We had a lot of fun. I have many friends that I keep in touch with. And over the years, one of my very best friends I met at a Delta Gamma alumni party at Christmas time in Bakersfield, California. We've raised our kids together, spent time together, went through divorces together, and remarriages together. And all through this, it's been the Delta Gamma connection that brought us together. I have several other friends that are Delta Gammas, and anywhere I've gone, I've always been able to walk into a Delta Gamma meeting and find people that I could be friends with. And that's one of the greatest parts about it. One other thing is Delta Gamma taught me you should do your civic duty. And so I've always tried to do some work for the blind wherever I've been. I guess that's it.
But like Jan said, Delta Gamma's always had so many different functions and many different things. But I was president in my senior year, and the whole year is full of many memorable memories. I won't go into them all, but it was great.
Do you have a picture here?
Hmm?
Did you bring a picture?
Oh, this is my picture. I see your picture.
What is the picture of?
Of her.
Oh,
my gosh.
it's huge.
Uh-oh. Hang on, it's the other side. That's her, right? This one.
Yeah.
There's
And this is, Brown. I think it's her first name. Anyway, I recognize it, so many of them, because they were just a year ahead of me, I guess.